Alright guys, today we'll be taking a look at how Breein Tyree went off for 36 on the LSU Tigers. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jonathan. The channel is Living Lambeaux. This is my first basketball analysis video. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and leave a like on the video and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future content just like this. Just a little background on Tyree. He's a senior guard for Ole Miss. He's from New Jersey, 6'2", 195. He came into the game averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists on 41% shooting and 35% from 3 in 33 minutes. I wanted to start this off by just giving my overall thoughts about Tyree. He's a really talented scorer. He's not just some bench player that comes off the bench and scores 6 points a night that just happened to go off for 36. I thought LSU did some good things in defending him. I thought they did some bad things in defending him. And I thought sometimes he was just a good player that made good plays. Skylar Mays drew the assignment of defending him to start the game. But once Marlon Taylor made his first appearance, he pretty much defended him from that point forward. And to be completely honest, my initial purpose of this video was to show how they defended him differently. But if you look at these stats from the first half to the second half, he actually did more damage to LSU in the second half. So let's start by giving the young man a little credit. I actually feel like Javonte did a good job here picking him up in the open court. There's a clip a little later that you'll see that another LSU defender did a not so good job picking him up. But from the three-point line in, Javonte did a good job kind of riding his hip. But Tyree just made a better play and went behind the back, created some space, and hit the mid-range jumper. In the second clip, I think you could argue that there should probably be a little more talking defensively. It didn't really look like Marlon was all that aware that the screen was coming, but Emmett Williams did a pretty good job not allowing him to blow by him. But Tyree just pulls up for a jumper about even with the free throw line and drains it. On this next clip, I would say there's some good and there's some bad. If you look at Marlon Taylor, he does a good job with his foot angle, getting his left foot out high. What he's doing here is he's defending the middle of the court. LSU does not want to allow a perimeter player to get to the middle. But one little small jab step gets Marlon off balance, and Tyree gets the middle pretty easily. I would say what you're really looking for here is for number 15, Andre Hyatt, to probably be about one step over to his left and cut off that second dribble to where Tyree can't get into the lane. You want to force baseline in that situation. Now this next clip is what I was referring to earlier in the video. What Javonte did so well, number 10, freshman James Bishop doesn't do right here. In the open court, he allows Tyree to blow right by him, get into the lane, and there's nobody there to stop the dribbler. Tyree actually makes a pretty difficult shot over Darius Days in this one. But if you stop that dribble at mid-court, he never even gets the chance to take that shot. These next two clips I find particularly interesting because they question coaching philosophy. Clearly in both clips, Skylar Mays and Marlon Taylor are trying to go under the screen, and Tyree buries threes both times. Coming into the game, Tyree was shooting 35% from 3, which really isn't something to concern yourself over in college basketball with the college three-point line. But if you dig into his recent play, it really brings up an interesting, but I've seen a lot of different coaches use a lot of different philosophies in game prepping. I've seen coaches look at the last 3 games, the last 5 games, 8 games, 10 games, the whole season. In his last 3 coming into Saturday night, Tyree was shooting 50%. His last 5, 37.5%. His last 8, 45.5%. And his last 10, 40.9%. And then to end the video, we're going to take a look at a couple clips where I think it's LSU at their worst defensively. This first one, if you can pause it right when Tyree is coming off the screen at about the free throw line. If you look at Marlon Taylor, he has his back to Tyree. That's just a miscue, and I don't think that's what they coach. This next one's really just to show the amount of attention that they were giving Tyree in the second half. If you see here, one dribble to his left, 3 guys converge on him. I don't really think he plays into them getting a basket on this particular possession, but kind of comes into play on these next few clips. In the second half, Ole Miss went to the ball screen, and it really gave LSU some fits because of the amount of attention that they were giving Tyree. This clip here is a beautiful pass by the big man, but Emmett should have been a step or 2 over as soon as Tyree went to pass that ball. It just goes to show if you're just a tad bit late on your rotations, it's going to lead to open looks. And then finally, you have a miscommunication on this particular play. Tyree gets the ball screen at the top of the key. Darius Days comes up and hedges a tiny bit. but nobody accounts for the roll man, and he's standing in the middle of the lane by himself for an eternity. I think Days and Watford kind of got their assignments mixed up, but again, this is all a result of the amount of attention that they have to give the ball handler. In this particular case, Tyree. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. Just a couple clips from Saturday night's win on the road against Ole Miss. Like I said at the start of the video, I thought LSU did some good things. I thought they probably did a couple more bad things. And Tyree, just in general, had a hell of a game, and good players make good plays. That's why they're good players. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This isn't the last one I'm going to do. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Maybe let me know if you would enjoy videos like this with a short little breakdown on the upcoming game at the end. So if you made it this far, I appreciate it, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.